The A-Team Challenge, a major project of the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, is produced in partnership with the School District of Lee County, Waterman Broadcasting, and NBC2. This program features high school students in both public and private schools from 6 Southwest Florida counties as they compete in this exciting academic challenge. The A-Team Challenge is brought to you by the Suncoast Credit Union Foundation.
And hello once again. Welcome to another round of the A-Team Challenge. This is game number 12 of the 2017 academic season, and I'm happy to be here again to host the game for you. My name is Robert Van Winkle. Students, welcome to our A-Team Challenge game today. A reminder to those of you folks at home, you can watch us on the education channels on Comcast and on CenturyLink, and you can also see us on the internet at youtube.com. Do a search for Lee Schools TV, and you'll find our games posted to our YouTube channel there. Students, the subjects again today will be in math, arts and humanities, language arts, social studies, general knowledge, and current event questions, which we find very interesting this year. A slight tweak on our rules and the game format this year. Here's a look. We're going to play 2 rounds up front. The first and second round, each round will have questions worth 10 points. So students, remember, in the first 2 rounds, you're to work individually, no help from your teammates. If you miss a question, there's no penalty, but the other team could possibly get the point after hearing the entire question. The third round is a lightning round, and it's a lot of fun and excitement this year in the A-Team Challenge. Students will select at random a subject with 10 questions per subject, different subjects for each side, and they'll have 90 seconds to answer and possibly get an additional 100 points added to their score. The lightning round will be 90 seconds per side, and the team that wins with the most points will be moving on. So, students, welcome again. I've got Ida S. Baker on my right. This is a great school in the Cape. And also on my left, welcome to Canterbury High School here in Fort Myers. So let's put your hands on your buzzers. I'll introduce the team members at the beginning of the second round. So let's play the A-Team Challenge, and here we go. 0-0 to start, 10 points up for grabs. In August of 2016, what country had its burkini bans overturned after a campaign against them due to the recent terrorist attacks in Normandy and Nice? Grant, Canterbury.
France.
France is right. 10 points for Canterbury. Next for 10. What English poet said to call me by my pet name in the 33rd of her sonnets from the Portuguese? Was there a buzz? I didn't hear it. No, I didn't see any motion over there. It was a literary question, and the answer is the poet I'm looking for is Browning, Elizabeth Barrett Browning. All right, we've got a real quick and kind of easy math question here. Get your pencil and paper out. What remainder is left when 71 is divided by 13? Students are given pencil, paper, and a few extra seconds for all math questions. All right, Tyler, Ida Baker.
2.
Nope, not 2. Canterbury. Michael's in.
6.
6 is the remainder. That's the proper response. 10 points for Canterbury. Next question for 10. What 8-letter word describes R.R. Lyrae, excuse me, that's a hard thing for me to pronounce. It's an 8-letter word. It describes R.R. Lyrae stars and other unstable pulsating stars, such as classical Cepheids, which have unsteady brightness. Grant, Canterbury.
Pulsar?
Nope, not pulsar. Ida Baker? I was looking for variable stars. Okay. All right, next question for 10. What country whose national ideology is Pancusila, and it has the world's largest Muslim population? It includes Sulawesi, Bali, and Java. Grant, Canterbury.
Indonesia?
Indonesia is the country I'm looking for. 10 points for Canterbury. Next question for 10. What English king who named his cousin, Lady Jane Grey, as his successor, never reached his majority and was the only legitimate son of Henry VIII? Michael, Canterbury.
George III.
No, wasn't George. Ida Baker? I needed Edward, and I needed the 6th. Edward the 6th. And of course, the one you might all know is Elizabeth I. She was the daughter that eventually became queen. All right, next question for 10. What poem, which mentions a colossal wreck and is named for a king of kings who demands, "Look on my works, ye mighty." Grant, Canterbury.
Ozymandias.
Ozymandias. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. It's by Percy Shelley. Ozymandias. 10 points, Canterbury. Next question for 10. In 2016, concerns were raised about superbacteria found near athletic venues in what southern hemisphere city? That was Rio. Remember the games, the athletic games in Rio? Rio de Janeiro. Next question for 10. What leader defeated Gennady Zyuganov for re-election in 1996 and oversaw the First Chechen War as the first president of post-Soviet Russia? Michael, Canterbury.
Boris Yeltsin.
Good job, Michael. That's exactly right. Boris Yeltsin, 10 points for Canterbury. Next question for 10. Which element synthesized in 2002 is the last member of period 7 and group 18 and has the highest atomic number of all synthesized elements? Michael, Canterbury.
Unknown untrium.
Say it nice and loud and clear.
Unknown untrium. UN. UNUNUMPTRIUM.
No. Sorry. Judges? No, right? Okay, but Ida Baker, after all that, you do get a chance if you want to try it. It's a hard one. You can tell he was close, which is why we tried to get him to do it. But it's unanoctium. Unanoctium, okay? If you'd put a K or something in there, we might have given it to you, but not the P. That was a very good try, very good try. All right, and there's no harm for that, as you well know. Next question's for 10 points. Here we go. What swimming stroke used by Ryan Murphy to win 2 gold medals at the Rio Olympics does not use starting blocks and requires swimming face up? Cast, Canterbury.
Backstroke.
The backstroke is right. You are correct. 10 points, Canterbury. Next question for 10. What English word was introduced by Karel Čapek's 1921 play, R.U.R., which used this word to describe factory-made artificial beings? Yeah, it's a long-winded question for an easy answer. A robot. Simply, I just wanted to hear the word robot. Next question for 10. What process, which the Huygens principle implies, has an outgoing angle equal to the angle of incidence and occurs when a ray of light strikes a mirror? Grant, Canterbury.
Reflection.
Reflection is the right process, not refraction, reflection. Good job, 10 points, Canterbury. All right, Canterbury's pulled out a little bit here in the first 10-point round. We have another one coming up, though. Ida Baker will be on the board before you know it. And we'll be back with more of the A-Team Challenge. Don't go away.
The Foundation for Lee County Public Schools is celebrating 30 years of enriching education throughout the school district of Lee County. Throughout its history, the Foundation has provided over $7 million in scholarships and $1.5 million in education grants. 170 teachers have received the prestigious Golden Apple Award. To learn more, visit www.leeschoolfoundation.org.
2 pennies by themselves don't add up to much. But when you're a Suncoast member, every time you swipe your Suncoast credit or debit card, Suncoast donates 2 cents to help children's programs where you live. That means Suncoast members help make their community a better place every day just by buying things with their cards. And when we add all those pennies from all those Suncoast card swipes together, we can give millions of dollars to our children's future. Visit SuncoastCreditUnion.com and learn how much Suncoast could save you.
This one's packed with hope. This one's packed with big dreams. This one's packed with inspiration. It may look like a simple brown bag lunch, but it's really a big way to make a difference. That's because when you become a Take Stock in Children mentor, It takes just 1 hour a week to make an impact that can't be measured. Change a life over lunch. Become a mentor today.
Take Stock in Children is a major program of the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools. For more information on how you can become a mentor, call 239-337-0433 or email info@leeschoolfoundation.org.
All right, welcome back to the A-Team Challenge. We are in a match between our two schools here, Ida S. Baker in the Cape and Canterbury High School. Let's introduce you to the players now. First of all, from Ida Baker School, we'll start off with our team captain position 1. This is Tyler. Tyler Schumann is a junior, wants to go up to Dayton, Daytona Beach and study at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in astrophysics. Good luck to you, Tyler, in the future. Timon Brown is our next player. He's a junior this year, and he would like to head to the University of South Florida and study math. So, Timon, good luck to you. Chevelle is in the back row. Chevelle DiLello is a junior. Chevelle would like to go to FSU as well, also studying math. And in the final position on the Ida Baker team is Paxton Guerin. She is unsure about her plans in the future, but wants to study biomedical engineering. Paxton, what year are you? She's a junior, all right. Paxton and Chevelle and Timon and Tyler under the coaching of Anthony Casario at Ida S. Baker in the Cape. Okay, on the Canterbury side, we've got 4 players here. This is Grant Buzashi. Grant is a senior this year. He wants to go to Reed College in Oregon and is undecided yet as to the field of study. But Grant, good luck to you in the future out in Oregon. It rains a lot out there. Cass is next to Grant. Cass Mead, junior this year. Undecided as of yet after high school. I wouldn't let that worry you. Got lots of time to plan that out. Cass, good luck to you after school, though. In the back row is Michael Morell. He's a junior. Wants to study medicine after he's done at Canterbury. And rounding out the team is Madhava Pali. Madhava is a junior and wants to also go off and study medicine after high school. So Madhava, Michael, Cass, and Grant under the coaching of Bill Loughran, as always at Canterbury School. Bill, nice to see you. All right, so here we go. Students, round number 2. Each question still worth 10 points. Here we go. First one. What man who developed the 3 principles of the people and was the founder of the Kuomintang, served as the first president of China in 1912? Sun. Sun is what I would have taken. His name is Sun Yat-sen, but I would have accepted just Sun. Anyway, no points there. In 1973, the U.S. went to DEFCON 3 during what conflict? Fought mostly in the Sinai Peninsula and Golan Heights, and it's named after a Jewish holy day. Grant, Canterbury.
The Yom Kippur War.
The Yom Kippur War is correct. 10 points, Canterbury. Math question on your screen. Take a look. You can begin working. How many degrees does the hour hand of a clock sweep out during a complete 24-hour day? Cass.
360.
How much?
360.
Nope, not 360. Ida Baker. Timon.
720.
Correct. That's exactly right. The question says in the complete day, which is 2 12-hour periods, so that's 360 times 2. Good job there, Ida Baker. You're on the board. Next question for 10. What novella, which begins by mentioning troubled dreams that Gregor Samsa experiences before waking up as an insect, was written by Franz Kafka? Tyler, wait. Go ahead.
The Metamorphosis.
The Metamorphosis is right. 10 points for Ida Baker. Next for 10, Fort Bliss is in what city on the Rio Grande, which is at the southern end of the Franklin Mountains and is located in western Texas? Garden spot of America, El Paso, Texas. El Paso, Texas. All right. It's a pretty place. I've actually been there. Next question is another math one for 10 points. If a map is scaled so 2 inches represents 5 miles, what's the actual mileage between 2 cities 7 inches apart? Okay, Timon.
17.5 miles.
Correct. That's exactly right. 10 points for Ida Baker. Good job. Next question for 10. Big Bill Haywood was a founder of what labor union whose members are colloquially known as Wobblies? Michael, Canterbury?
The IWW.
Good job, Michael. IWW, Industrial Workers of the World. Correct. 10 points, Canterbury. Next for 10, what specific familial relationship is shared by Xbalanque and Hunahpu in the Popol Vuh and Castor and Pollux, who in Latin, Grant, Canterbury?
They are siblings. Well, brothers.
Can you be more specific?
Twin brothers.
It says prompt on brothers.
Prompt.
Go ahead. Be more specific.
What's the term? Fraternal twins? Something like that?
Twins. He said the word twins. He said the word twins before. I heard it. Okay, 10 points for Canterbury. Correct. Next question for 10. An autism spectrum disorder marked by weak nonverbal communication and limited empathy was, until 2013, named for what Austrian pediatrician? Asperger. Hans Asperger. Next question for 10. A book by Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle asks, what do you see to what animal? A family of which stars in a book series by Stan and Jan Berenstain. Cast, Canterbury.
A bear.
Correct. Bears are correct. 10 points, Canterbury. Next question for 10. Thomas Cole and Frederick Edwin Church were leaders of what 19th century American artistic movement that spawned a movement called Luminism? Michael, Canterbury?
Transcendentalism.
No, sorry, incorrect. Ida Baker? The movement is Hudson River School. Hudson River School. Next question for 10. What country where one can find the Great Victoria Desert is home to such administrative regions as Victoria, Queensland, and New South Wales? Grant, Canterbury.
Australia.
Australia is correct. 10 points, Canterbury. Resolving a dispute with China over the Sprattle Islands will be a job for what country's new president? Former Grant, Canterbury.
The Spratly Islands, would that be Trump?
No, not Trump. Ida Baker, the rest of the question. Former Davao City Mayor Rodrigo Duterte. Country's new president is the country I needed is the Philippines. The Philippines. Next question for 10. The seizure of a ship called the Arrow started the second of what wars between China and Britain that began as a dispute over drug imports? Grant, Canterbury.
Opium Wars.
Opium Wars is right. 10 points, Canterbury. Next for 10. What type of interval is symbolized using square brackets and contains its endpoints? Michael, Canterbury.
A closed interval.
A closed interval is correct. 10 points, Canterbury. Vibrio bacteria infecting the small intestine causes what disease that often spreads by contaminated food or water and results in severe dehydration? Grant, Canterbury.
Cholera.
Cholera is right. 10 points, Canterbury. And that puts you up to 160. Ida Baker, you're on the board with 20. When we come back, okay, we're going to correct this. We'll get the score right. And when we come back, we'll start the lightning round. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Our schools are faced with increasing budgetary challenges. Now, there's an easy way for all of us to support education. By purchasing a License for Learning plate and renewing it each year, $20 are contributed to our schools to help our children. Support the License for Learning campaign. If you've got a car, get involved. For more information, call the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, 239-337-0433. Get involved.
The Foundation for Lee County Public Schools is celebrating 30 years of enhancing education throughout Lee County. With the support of the business community and community at large. More than 3,000 students have participated in hands-on learning opportunities at local STEM businesses through our STEM at Work program.
One of you can hand the seeds out, one can plant and one can water.
This is actually my favorite class. In this one, I'm growing okra, and that one, we're growing lettuce.
Our Take Stock in Children and student advocacy and mentoring programs have provided more than 5,000 hours of mentoring to low-income, at-risk students. And this year, more than 350 students will attend our college and career readiness workshops. If you would like to learn more about how you or your business can get involved, please visit us online at www.leeschoolfoundation.org.
All right, welcome back to the lightning round as we finish up this game of the A-Team Challenge, Ida Baker High School versus Canterbury. The Ida Baker side is going to continue with their 4 players, but I have 2 alternates to introduce you to on the Canterbury side. So give us a wave, Michael. Michael Asorian is a junior this year. Michael would like to study medicine after high school. And also Jordan Hummel. Jordan is a sophomore and wants to move on after school and go to college and study something very important, right? Right. Okay. Here's how it works, folks. We've got 2 categories, 1 in each envelope here. It's a random choice. The people going first, the team going first, will be the ones with the least amount of points. They will pick the first envelope. There's a subject in here and 10 questions. They'll have 90 seconds to answer the questions, and in the lightning round, they can pass. So students can pass a question. If there's time, we'll go back and try to get an answer out of them. So, Ida Baker, you're going in first. Which envelope would you like?
Yellow.
Yellow is yours, purple is Canterbury's. Here's your subject. Are you ready? I'll make sure you've got it all clear before we get started. Subject is, I need a pen because I got to make notes. Okay, science in the 90s. Answer the following about science in the 1990s. Okay, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. All of these questions will have something to do with science in the 90s. You ready? Work together as a group. The answer has to come from your captain. 90 seconds are on the clock. Go. The CoStar mission fixed this telescope's faulty mirror.
Pass.
Pass. British inventor of the World Wide Web.
Pass.
Pass on that one. Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 plunged into this planet.
Jupiter.
Correct. Tsuji Nakamura invented a blue form of this device.
Pass.
Okay. The communication standard used by flash drives.
USB. USB.
USB, I don't forget, you got to give it to your captain. C. elegans in this phylum has its genome sequenced.
Pass.
Pass on that one. Nanotubes of this group 14 element were discovered.
Pass.
Pass on that one. Dolly, one of these animals, was first cloned. It was the first cloned mammal.
Mouse.
Not a mouse, sorry, incorrect. A protocol to fight global warming was signed in this Asian city.
Beijing.
Nope, incorrect, not Beijing. H1N1, a strain of this virus spread from birds to humans.
Swine flu.
All right, that was right under the... I'm going to give that to the judges. He said swine flu. Sorry, we can't take that one either. Okay, you missed a few, obviously, but that was a good try. The CoStar mission was the Hubble Space Telescope. They wanted to fix that. Tsuji Nakamura invented the blue form of this device, an LED. An LED was that one. Those C. elegans in the phylum, the genome sequence was the nematodes, and that last one was flu. Just the flu virus was what we needed on that one. Okay, you did end up with 1, 2 answers. Judges, you got 20 extra points. Good job, Ida Baker. Thank you for being here today. All right, next category and next envelope goes to Canterbury School. You boys ready? French, no, it's not French. Presidential cabinets is the subject. Now, this is kind of a tough one, I think, maybe. Which president's cabinet included ... All right, so presidential cabinets. Which president's cabinet included, and I'll give you a clue. You got to tell me the president of the cabinet. All right, 90 seconds on the clock. Canterbury, go. Madeleine Albright and Janet Reno.
Pass.
Pass. John Quincy Adams.
John Adams.
Incorrect. Albert Fall, who was implicated in the Teapot Dome scandal.
Ulysses S. Grant.
Sorry, incorrect. Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson.
Washington.
Washington is correct. John Foster Dulles.
Pass.
Pass on that one. Salmon P. Chase.
Lincoln.
Lincoln is correct. Condoleezza Rice and Colin Powell.
George W. Bush.
Correct. William Jennings Bryan.
Madison.
Sorry, incorrect. Cordell Hull and Francis Perkins.
Pass.
Pass on that one. William Bennett and Edwin Meese.
Pass.
Pass on that one. First pass one was Madeline Albright and Janet Reno. Pass again if you want.
Yeah, Clinton.
Clinton is correct. John Foster Dulles.
JFK.
Nope, sorry, incorrect. Cordell Hull and Francis Perkins.
Pass.
Passed again. William Bennett and Edwin Meese. That one was Ronald Reagan. And the one before that, Cordell Hull and Francis Perkins, was Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Roosevelt with that one. All right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4 judges. Is that right? 4. That gives you an additional 40 points. Canterbury's moving on at 190. A great game today. Ida Baker, thank you for being here today. Let's give them a hand. Canterbury School advances. Thank you for watching the A-Team Challenge. Have a great day.